What is up, players? It's Warboss Tay up in this mug. So Dave F over on the Discord was the one that alerted me to this. He'd posted up a picture and I had to do some digging on my own. I totally missed the email alert. Haven't really been checking up on the Warhammer community website. So when I went there and I found this article on the teaser for their new Angron model, I was very impressed, so I thought we'd take a look at it together. This is, again, at the warhammer-community.com website, and here is the video that they posted up on YouTube. Blood for the Blood God. I took some screenshots, screen captures of all of these, so we'll talk a little bit of the details that I was able to notice as a modeler. But here you go, big honkin' Primarch of the World Eaters Legion, all done up now in his big bad red demon form. Interesting that they gave him the sword. I'm not sure what the fiction is on why he went from having those 2 chain axes to 1 chain axe and a sword, but it creates a more interesting profile than having 2 identical twin sword or twin chain axes. Just not sure what the fluff is behind that. Okay, so let's take a look at the model itself. You've got him in an action pose, walking forward, twisting at the waist. He's got that 1 chain axe lowered. And one of the interesting artistic reasons for this, I believe, is that it allows you to see not only his face, but that big World Eater's shoulder pad. And that's an interesting way to show that off on the model. Makes you realize it's not just a normal demon prince. This is the actual big bad of the World Eaters. And then you've got that sword coming up at that angle behind him, that blade. So even though you don't see it, you don't see him holding the handle of it, you see that blade coming out at that diagonal, very powerful pose, as if he's about to swing it down. He's got his wings up. That's the Games Workshop way, to have those wings slightly unfurled and up as if he's either about to leap off or land. And here we go, some detail of the shoulder plate there. It's interesting, the teeth on that World Eater's shoulder plate are now very much like separately sculpted from the border of the shoulder plate, the rim of it, so that it looks like it's an actual mouth closing around the world. That's very cool. And here we've got some detail on his tail on the other side, and here's some detail on the sword. It's got an interesting look for the pattern of as if the sword was broken open, and you've got all this lava and magma, magical red fire underneath the surface of the sword, so you could paint that up using some Cassandora yellow. That shade makes some great flame effects. And here, if we zoom in on his face, you can see those butcher's nails implants that he had when he was human. It's still in there, but you could take a look at that shoulder pad from that angle. You can see what I mean. It looks like the shoulder pad is eating the world. And interesting looking face, good detail. And here again, these are screen captures from the actual video that we just watched. So these are what I really hone in on and take a look at, because they give you a sense of what the model is going to be like to paint. That World Eater style of chaining your weapons to your arms, so even if your hand opens, you will never drop your weapons. I think that's pretty cool. I like the detail on the skulls. They could have gone full 90s Games Workshop with those skulls and had just mountains and mountains of skulls, but I'm glad that they didn't. I like that one's got a little ocular implant hanging off of him, and then here on the base, you've got a good amount of skulls, but the base itself isn't just, he's not just walking on skulls and putting his leg up on a skull rock. You know, it's tastefully done for Games Workshop, and how much they used to love those skulls. And the final shot that I was able to get is this chain axe. Very cool. I love the idea of a chainsaw axe, and I like the verdigris patterning on the inside. So we'll see. I mean, if this costs as much as Magnus the Red, if they're going to be doing that going forward with the big Demon Primarchs, then we'll see how much fun this is. But I don't know. What do you guys think? Let me know. And is this something you might be interested in getting? And if so, I don't know. Maybe we can see if we can get our hands on one to paint up in the future. Hey, thanks for watching the video, everyone. If you'd like to join our Discord, we have such a great community over there. People posting up pictures of their works in progress, their finished projects, and just chatting about the hobby and life in general. It's a great place to be, so head on over there. Links in the description. If you'd like to support the studio, then check out the link to Igor's Trade House, where you can get merchandise at a 10% discount by entering the code HOBBYTON at checkout. And finally, I want to say thank you to my patrons, Daniel Sprinkle, Pix, Dicey Guy, Play It Painted, Ception, and David Moffat. Thanks for supporting my studio, guys. If you'd like to join them, you can head over to the Patreon link and support me through there. Again, thanks for watching. I hope you have a great day.